So I saw this post on LinkedIn that someone wrote on project management, and the person compared Nehemiah uh, to the project management. No, not compare. He was actually talking about Nehemiah as a good illustration of project management. And I wrote a comment there that, oh yes, that this is very good. In fact, the first time I thought using Nehemiah as an analogy was in 2005 when I worked with a late friend, Bros Kitson Kagbari, to deliver a project management training to civil servants in Delta State. During that program, I used Nehemiah because Nehemiah embodies project management. He was a very good illustration of project management. And to do this short video, I thought, okay, let me just talk a bit about what project management is, and what's a project. A project is an endeavor, a temporary endeavor undertaking to create a unique product, service, or results. So there are some things about a project that are clear. One, there's always a clear objective. Two, there's a defined lifespan between the beginning and the end, so when the project ends. And it involves so many interests, departments, and stages. And the project management really shows you that you have to plan to execute anything. So sometimes I wonder that how do you do things without planning? So in project management, you actually use a structured process to initiate a project, to plan it, to execute, and to monitor and control, and then ensure closure. And let's go back to Nehemiah. So if you look at Nehemiah was working in the king's palace, right? And his brother came and told him about the walls of Jerusalem that were broken. And you saw that Nehemiah put together a team to deliver the project. But he didn't just go to the site and start delivering it. First, he initiated it. He prayed. He talked to the king. He asked the king for letters. In fact, Nehemiah is a master project manager, because I want to believe that when the brother told him, he thought about the thing and said, okay, what are the things I need to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem? I'll need beams, I'll need sand, I'll need peace, I'll need to pass through so many territories. So he planned before even going to the king, and he initiated the project at the point at which he told the king that, oh, there's something on my mind. He knew that. He said, okay, you know what? If I'm serving the king today, I'll look dull. The man will know there's something wrong with me. And then I'll use the opportunity to tell him about this wall of Jerusalem that I need to go and build. And then I know that when I tell him, he will ask me what I need. So I better go and find out what I need before I talk to him. And Nehemiah already knew how the king was. So you have to do your research. This is a place for research, for planning, before you even initiate a project. Nehemiah knew the king. He knows how the king's mind works. I think that's the most important thing. If Nehemiah didn't know how the king's mind works, he wouldn't have been able to initiate the project. But he knew that the king was a kind of man who would listen to him. So by the time he was talking to the king, he was saying to the king, oh king, there's a problem in Jerusalem. I would love to go and fix it. I would need letters. I would need materials. Give me access to the people that will help me. And if there's anything else you can give me, king, I'll be happy. I will need money. If I'm going to stay in Jerusalem for 52 days or 3 months, I will need to take care of myself. So the man prepared himself. He initiated the project in the conversation with the king. And then when he got to Jerusalem, on his way to Jerusalem, he was collecting all the materials he would need. When he got to Jerusalem, again, he went to research. So his planning was very comprehensive. He initiated the project in the king's palace. Finished the first project Nehemiah did was, how do I get permission, material, and resources? Beginning to the end, he started that project, closed it, then went to Jerusalem. Traveling was another project. How do I get to Jerusalem? He did that. When he got to Jerusalem, he now said, okay, let me look around. He did his reconnaissance. He got the people together. He initiated the project. Let's build this wall. And they planned, and he got people. If you look at the way the wall was built, different people came. So he got different experts. He also did monitoring and evaluation, even during execution. So they knew the risks. They knew that there would be men like Sanballat and Tobias to come and trouble them, and they prepared for them. So Nehemiah was a master project manager, and the story of Nehemiah and how they rebuilt that wall of Jerusalem, a wall that people had not been able to build in years, he was able to build, I think, in 52 days. So it was a master stroke. And I think I'm going to continue this. Not that I think, I will continue this with clear illustrations of what happened with Nehemiah and how he executed that project. And it is the same with you, whether you're a business owner. Somebody once asked me that, why are we learning project management? After all, it's entrepreneurship we're doing. I said, because when you design a strategy, you need to have very good project management skills to execute it. Whether you want to start the business, you want to grow the business, you want to run a marketing plan, you want to introduce a new software, you want to introduce a new product. At every stage of project strategy execution, you need very good project management skills. And that's why project management is very important for every entrepreneur. So watch out for the continued part of this video.